dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? Ooh. Okay.
Okay, baby. My goodness.
It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl
Sierra Nicole.
We're back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
No.
I don't know, my voice is not the same right now. I don't feel.
And if I said I'm like, ooh, baby. Welcome back to the channel, man. This ain't even no funny video, man.
No.
We got 7 shocking courtroom moments caught on camera. She gonna overtalk me. That is rude. While somebody's talking, you sit back and listen to what your mama told you.
First of all,
now you need to pay attention. Anime.
Okay, don't play with me. Do not. For I be in this courtroom caught on camera.
Anime.
Come on.
Let me see you back to Nutbush now.
Come on.
I gave you that name. You ain't nobody without him.
I am, bruh.
Oh, man. With that being said, man, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, every single time, we salute to the comment of the day.
Salute to you.
We highly appreciate y'all, man. Keep running us up.
Definitely
also, if you enjoyed today's video, lock it in with a thumbs up. We'll appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into 7 shocking courtroom moments caught on camera. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready to go to court?
For whatever.
Keep your hands to yourself. I ain't.
During the hearing for rapist and serial killer Alfred Gaynor, one of the most violent courtroom outbursts took place. After sitting through days of Gaynor's trial, the son of one of Gaynor's victims finally leapt into action and attacked Gaynor as his defense attorney spoke of the harsh conditions Gaynor faced in prison. The man charges at Gaynor at full speed, drags him across the courtroom with vicious punches, and even slams a large chair against the man at full force. Gaynor was said to have raped and killed the man's mother in a particularly gruesome fashion, and the details were too much for this man to take. After the beating, Gaynor is seen limping out of the courtroom with the help of an officer. The courtroom is then evacuated until order can be restored. After the incident, the man was charged with disrupting courtroom proceedings, and Gaynor was charged with 4 life sentences in prison.
Are we starting like this?
October 2003, Van Nuys, California. In the midst of a difficult murder trial, attorney Gerald Curry leaves the confines of the courthouse one day to return home to continue preparing his case. Outside, he is met by William Stryer, a man Curry never had claimed to have met. Stryer withdraws a gun and quickly shoots Curry in the neck. Curry manages to scamper away and duck behind a tree as Stryer continuously fires at point-blank range, but missing every time. After he runs out of bullets, Stryer gives up his attack and tries walking away as if nothing happened, only to be attacked.
What the world? I'm sorry, but my goodness.
Bruh.
My goodness.
Hey, and we apologize if we link to original video is in the description if you want to see like the attacks and everything. We're gonna have to blur some things.
Yes,
out.
we are.
But because the
world?
guidelines have changed since this was uploaded. But bro, how you missed all them times?
I think that's what I'm like. You did all of that for what?
Attempted murder. You ain't even, and you point blank.
That really like made me mad.
How you attempt to murder somebody? Bro, he about right. He about close as we are. You think I ain't gonna bust off one if we?
I mean, well, I ain't got nothing in between, so it'll be easy. But if that tree went right there,
bro, you could have went around.
That tree was little.
That's what I'm saying. That tree ain't blocking, man.
It ain't. We're playing peekaboo. I I cannot.
he had to have rhythm to dodge that
What
too.
you said?
That's
Thank
what it
goodness.
was. That's what it was. The shooter didn't have no rhythm.
Thank
Because if you had rhythm, you could have.
Thank goodness it wasn't worse. My gosh.
Local guardsmen outside the courthouse. While Curry never claimed to know Stryer before the assault, he does believe that he was connected with a previous case. Curry thinks Stryer was hired as an amateur hitman by a local firm that hired Curry in previous years and failed to deliver. Stryer was eventually charged and prosecuted after his first trial declared that he was mentally unfit to stand trial.
Wow.
Curry went on to practice law for years after his attack.
Wow.
Anywho,
they-
what's new?
They,
My goodness.
nah.
In one of the most bizarre courtroom instances of all time, convicted arsonist Michael Marin not only succeeded in his plot to burn down his home for the insurance money, but also in his own suicide during his own trial for his crime. Previously a well-known Wall Street trader and millionaire, Marin believed he could buy and sell houses for a major profit in a lottery system that he set up, where he would purchase homes for cheap and then auction them off for a higher price. When the state learned what he was doing, they deemed the lottery illegal and shut his project down. Furious, he was now stuck with a home he did not want. Marin burnt the home down to make his money back. After being caught and placed on trial, Marin swallowed a cyanide pill, which took effect on camera. His body convulses violently as he chokes back and falls forward into the arms of his defense attorney. Marin was rushed to the nearest hospital for treatment, but he was pronounced dead upon arrival.
Why I never knew that man was on trial
Wait,
for that.
We just seen the clip all these times,
so
but we
many
never
times.
we
Never
never
knew
knew
what
the
it was
back.
for.
Because to be real, what he was doing kind of smart. Buying houses at a low cost, then auction them off for a higher price. That's a lottery, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you.
I mean, but
that's what flipping houses is. Technically,
I just don't.
would you? I ain't gonna care, but I do some shit like that. In
No,
fact,
I wouldn't do that.
financially, that's smart as hell, though.
But it's not.
But that's what people do. A lot of people
I
do
know.
anyways.
I know.
Buy homes, touch them up, flip them for a profit, and keep going. But I guess he wasn't renovating anything.
Say, yeah, but his I feel like was a little different.
But my thing is, if you rich, right?
Yeah.
Say for instance, you just had money, you can go out here and buy a house on the market for $300,000, right?
Yeah.
You just buy the house, you sit on it for about a year,
Yeah.
let the value go up, and resell it, and then now it's probably about four to five.
But it don't sound like that's what he was doing though. It sounded like he was flipping them like that.
We didn't know the backstory.
Yeah, I never knew it.
One lawyer went to a fairly extreme length in order to get his client off at an even stranger court hearing. In 2003, Walt Disney World worker Michael Chartrand was going about his daily routine dressed as one of the park's characters, Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Chartrand was stopped by a mother and her daughter and asked for a photo, which he happily obliged. But during the photo, the mother accused Chartrand of groping her daughter and took the incident up with park officials. Chartrand was swiftly arrested and put on trial under the care of defender Jeff Kaufman. In a last-ditch effort to ensure that his client would not be found guilty, Kaufman donned the Tigger suit in court himself to show the jury how it might look as though a man in a Tigger costume would be groping someone smaller, but how in actuality, no physical contact would be made. He also argued to the costume's limitations in peripheral view and movement, which seemed to be enough for a jury, as they claimed Chartrand not guilty and he was free to go on with his life. In 2013, a man named Peter DeConnick was charged with the brutal murder of Ronald Russo. As it came out in court, DeConnick reportedly stabbed Russo a total of 69 times and left the man to bleed to death before eventually being caught by local police. At his trial, when the details of DeConnick's heinous crime were read out to the jury, Thomas Russo, the victim's brother, leapt up from his seat in the viewing area and charged toward the defendant. He was so powerful in his attack that it called for multiple officers to restrain him. In the ensuing fight, one officer was injured and sent to the hospital. Thomas Russo was then given his own arraignment and court date for the interruption, which he later said he regretted.
Well,
I mean, like when you in that moment, you
yeah,
really
and
not,
then you hearing the details.
You really not thinking.
That's the reason why, to be real, all families shouldn't even show up to court on certain situations like that, because some people don't know. But
you don't know. You may go in thinking like I'll be able to,
But you know who in the family who would, like me, like my family will know, like who would be the one to pop off or something like that.
I mean,
you even know that.
I mean, yeah, but still, you can't be like, you gotta stay home. You can't go.
Or
I'll be like, it's like your brother, sister, mama, like something like that.
In all honesty, we don't want to see you go to jail, so just stay at home. No, I'm going. No, just stay at home.
In one of the most infuriating court cases of all time, a court-martial named Ron Fox was charged with sexual assault after reportedly fondling and groping Monica Contreras when she appeared in front of a judge for a standard divorce case meeting. After watching Contreras talking with the judge, he asked her to follow him to a back room so he could search her for drugs. There, he patted the woman's buttocks and breast before forcing her to lift up her shirt. Contreras reported the incident to the judge, but Judge Donninger ignored her pleas. Enraged that Contreras was reporting the assault, he proceeded to arrest her on the basis that she was falsely accusing an officer of the law, which, as we should point out, is not something one can be arrested for. Contreras was hauled off to jail and eventually released. She later sued Fox and spurned an internal investigation, which found Marshal Ron Fox guilty of what he had been accused of, the removal of Judge Donninger, and Contreras $200,000 richer after a healthy settlement for her troubles. In 2014, a Florida judge named John Murphy randomly struck issue with public defender Andrew Weinstock and proceeded to antagonize the man after he attempted to get his client a faster trial. Murphy and Weinstock proceeded to yell and argue with each other in front of the camera before the judge informs Weinstock of his desire to fight. Weinstock leads the way out of the courtroom with the judge following, and the two can be heard physically fighting in the hallway outside. The judge eventually returns to his position as if nothing happened and continues his work with the other charged defendants, and was removed from his position a year later for his altercation with Weinstock.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, get out the camera. Did you see that?
No. You didn't, yeah.
I read it down, yeah, see it no more. Yeah. I'm just, but that's crazy.
I see you.
No. How the judge get out the bitch and go with the lawyer and go fight? How y'all go? You want to fight this out? Bro, they stormed.
And then came back in like nothing happened.
Bro, but let that be two civilians. You gonna lock both of them up.
Right.
That's the reason why, like, judges and stuff, y'all be appointing too much power to people who don't deserve it. Because to be honest, he should have went to jail like he would have sent anybody else that did that. Like,
well, he lost his job. It took a long time, a year,
ghetto,
but
acting ghetto.
Right. It took a year, but I mean.
But that other dude though,
which one?
The bailiff, whatever. Now, y'all know doggone well y'all was supposed to get a female officer to pat her down. Exactly. He did grope her.
Yeah.
Because, man.
You're doing too much at this point.
He should have been like, Judge, Your Honor, I'm going to have some,
something. Make sure you cover your own self.
Yeah. Because
you went in there with those intentions.
Or have a female in there watching. As you.
Or what about, no, you have the female, like, just have the female do it.
Well, I'm saying, like, maybe it could have been the person that be typing.
Oh, just somebody. Yeah. I got you.
Whew. But with that being said, y'all spam us up in the comments. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about these cases, man. But as always, y'all know how it go. I do go for the name DJ Kid This Is. We are.
Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear